Let me ask you guys a question before we get into the meat of this video. When something doesn't go a woman's way, let's say you guys are dating or in a relationship, what usually happens? Married men can attest to this. You understand what I'm saying. She takes away sex. That's why I tell guys, women don't really enjoy having sex. It's a means to an end for them. It's for them to get to point A to point B, to get security, to get a roof over their head, to get their bills paid, to get their car note paid, the cell phone bill paid. It's for them to receive validation. Now, just think of this. Let's say you guys are dating and you guys have sex a handful of times, 4 or 5 times. And what usually happens is what? She says, so where do you see this going? And you just like, well, I just enjoy hanging out. What do you mean? And she's trying to kind of pressure you to that commitment. And if you don't give her the answer that she wants, or you don't want to be her boyfriend, what usually happens? She takes away sex. That means she doesn't really enjoy it. She's not really all that into it. It's just for her to get something from you. This video is not intended to make you angry, frustrated, bitter, and feel some sort of resentment towards women. Hopefully by the end of it, you can understand their mating and dating preferences, their motives, and why they do the things they do, their agenda. When it comes to women interacting with us men, every woman that you approach, that you swipe with and match on a dating app, that you look at, she looks at you, she sees you in a different manner than you would see her. When I see a woman in the gym or I see her anywhere, what goes through your head? What goes through my head is, I'll hook up with that. I'll smash that. I'll have sex with her. I'll do all these different things in the bedroom immediately. That's not what goes through a woman's head, first and foremost. Now that's down the line. But what goes through her head is, this guy's attractive. He probably give me some good offspring, possibly some strong kids. This guy, I want to see what I can get out of him. I want to see if he can take me anywhere. I want to see how can I use my sex to leverage it against him to get things from him. Favors, compliments, validation, attention, trips, gifts, anything she can. The greatest secret a woman is hiding from you is that when she meets you, she puts you in one of 2 categories. It's rare that she will put you in both. The first category is the beta provider category. You're not really that physically attracted to her. You're just a guy who's average to maybe below average. She doesn't have crazy eye interest in you. So what she'll do is she'll make you jump through a lot of hoops. She'll make you pay for the sex. She'll say something like, well, you have to take me on 3 or 4 dates, or you have to take me out here before I go back to your place. Or I never go to a guy's place on a first night. Or it's too many creepy guys on this dating app for me to give you your number. Or all these different things. She will make up all the excuses that she possibly can to not have sex with you. And on top of that, she'll make you climb mountains, jump through hoops. She'll make you do a lot of different things because she views you as more of a provider, more beta, more average to below average in looks. Now, mind you, every woman views you as different. So that woman down the street, she could view you as, average to below average looking guy. But the woman at the gym, the woman at the mall, the woman at the store, she might view you as the lover, the alpha, the guy who she wants to hook up with. Now, I've been on both receiving ends, but I want to go more into detail about the alpha. Okay, now stick with me because I'm going to bring this full circle so you guys can really understand how women operate. They're survivalists. It's in their nature to survive, and how they survive is off of us, mainly off of beta providers. But the alpha, the guy who's the lover, what happens with him is he doesn't pay for anything. He doesn't have to deal with her headaches. He can come and go as he pleases. He doesn't have to take it slow. He doesn't have to take her on dates. He doesn't have to do any of that. Matter of fact, she'll just give him the sex right away. She'll just come right over to his house. She'll be hot and ready. She'll have sex in the car, at the park. She'll do all these different things with the alpha male, the lover type of guy, the guy who has good genetics. And remember, mind you, it's different for every woman. So a woman down the street, she could say, hey, I want you to take me out. I don't go to guys' house on the first date. And then I've dealt with a lot of women in my life who just came straight to my place. This is why I always tell you guys, if you want to weed out women and if you want to know how she views you and where you stand in her life through her eyes, what you have to do is just be straight up direct. If you get sexual, if you tell her, hey, come on over to my place the first go around, what's going to happen is it's going to tell you right away how she views you. You're either going to be that beta, that lover, or she's going to say, okay, I'm down. She's not going to give you any excuses. She's not going to say, well, should we get to know each other more? Or how about we just, hold off on it a bit? See, that's what she gives the beta provider. He gives her all the excuses. So when it comes to women choosing you as a sexual viable candidate, what you have to realize is it's different. It's based differently from different women, different ethnicities, different times of the year, times of the month, right? Now, to wrap this up full circle, women don't enjoy sex, okay? This is gonna get you guys kind of frustrated. You're like, and confused. What do you mean she doesn't enjoy sex? Women don't like having sex. And I'll explain and break it down. When you meet a woman, what she's trying to do is, what can I get out of this guy before I have sex with him? Never forget, quick story. I met a woman and everything who was at the store, and then we exchanged numbers, and I invited her right to my place the very next day. She just came right over. Right? No dates, no drinks, no getting to know her. I just said, hey, I'm available tomorrow at this time. Come on over to my place. She said, okay, cool. Now, here's how painfully savage women are when it comes to them choosing guys. Because remember, they can either have sex with you right away or they can just make you jump the hoops. So when she's over my place, I asked her, so, you dating the other guys? And she asked me as well. She's like, oh, yeah, I went on a date with a guy last night. I said, oh, really? How did that go? And she says, I didn't really like the guy, but it was just something to do. It was just fun. He asked me to come back to his place and he tried to kiss me towards the end of the date. And I just wasn't really into him. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, how could this woman be at my place? And I'm just laughing because that's how a lot of women view you guys when you take them on these dates, when they demand you to take them out because she doesn't view you as sexually attractive. So she has to get something from you for her time. This is how women view us men. So she's over my house and first time we have sex, we hook up and we do it a few more times. But then as she's leaving, she's like, so what are you up to tomorrow? I said, oh, I got to run a few errands. I'm going to the gym. I got to work. I said, what you up to? She says, I'm just doing, some for school and a paper she has to write. And I'm going on a date with a guy after that. Now, she was open with me. And this is what happens when a woman views you as sexually attractive. She isn't afraid to be open about her conquest. She isn't afraid to let you know that I view you as a sexually attractive alpha male, a lover, and this is how I view these other losers. This is the greatest secret women will hide from you. Now, they won't be able to hide it if you are forthcoming, if you're direct, like I told you guys to be, because you can read women out right away. And every woman has an agenda, every single one. She could already have her lover, the guy who's piping her down, who's giving her sex. She could already have that guy. Now she's on the hunt for a beta provider. But don't you let her put you in that provider box, right? You always be direct. So she leaves and everything, and I just sit there and laugh, and I say, wow, this is how it is. This is how women interact and view men. Lover, provider. You're either going to be one or the other. Now, here's the thing. You can be a lover. You can start off as hanging out, hooking up with a woman. Then you can be her boyfriend, the guy who takes her out here and there. But it's going to be painfully hard for you to start off as a beta provider, a giver, and then she sees you as a lover and want to have sex. Because it's going to be all based on her getting something from you, transactional. Now, this is going to be painful for you guys to really understand and grasp. But every woman that you meet in your entire adult life, they're gonna have this filter and they can size you up right away. I would sleep with that guy. I'll hook up with that guy. He don't have to pay for nothing. But if you go and approach her and you talk to her and she doesn't really view you all that physically and sexually attractive, what's going to happen is it's going to be game on. You're going to be walking over coals. You're going to be swimming with sharks. You're going to be on Mad Max Fury Road. You're going to be doing all these different things just to be in her good graces. She's going to be flaking on you a lot. She's going to be giving you 1, maybe 2-word answers. She's going to be doing all these silly things because she's not really into you physically. This is how women put guys in different categories, and they do it right away. It doesn't take long for them to do it. Just like we see a woman say, oh, I'll hook up with that. I'll have sex with her. Man, she looks good. The exact same thing women do. So above all, remember, be direct. I always tell you guys, be forthcoming, be upfront, because it weeds out all the women who are trying to either make you a provider, a beta, or who really want to have sex with you and hook up with you.